Christina, sharing Tools of Hope with the Resilience Builders, where we share instant resets, simple rebuilds, and an unexpected refreshing. I wanted to share a secret today that very few people know. Your mind, your brain doesn't know the difference between imagination and real. What? Your brain doesn't know the difference. Your brain doesn't know the difference. Now, sometimes it's kind of hard to get in touch with this idea. So let me give you a couple of examples. I would like for you to imagine going down to your kitchen right now. I want you to go down to your kitchen, and I want you to grab a big knife, and I want you to pretend like you're grabbing a lemon out of the refrigerator, okay? Just pretend like you have a lemon, and pretend like you're grabbing a lemon out of the refrigerator. And actually, let's back up. Let's grab a lemon out of the fruit bowl on the counter, okay? Let's just pretend, just because now it's warm and easier to cut. Okay, so what you're gonna do is grab the lemon, you're gonna put it on a cutting board, you're gonna take that big knife and you're gonna cut it in half, okay? You're gonna cut through the skin, cut into the flesh, and now you have two halves of the lemon. I want you to squeeze that a little bit, squeeze that a little bit. That smell of freshly cut lemon. I had fresh lemons straight off of a tree in California once. And it was just this pungent smell. And so what you might realize is happening right now is that you have a little bit more saliva in your mouth than you did before. And so what happens is when we imagine smelling that lemon, we can imagine that the bright yellow flesh and the bright yellow fruit and the smell that's coming off of that sourness, right? And if we even went so far as to lick it, just imagine kind of licking that lemon and that sour taste, right? We have some saliva pooling in our mouths. That was imagination. You know, we don't have any lemons here, okay? It's interesting how that works, doesn't it? Isn't it? So what we want to do is now imagine, and I won't leave you parked there, but I want you to imagine a situation where you, in the past, were super, super ticked off, super torqued, super ticked, super sad, super negative, okay? Something happened and somebody betrayed you, somebody did you wrong, and I'm not going to let you park there, but I want you to imagine it. Now I want you to imagine if I asked you to park there, if I asked you to give me the blow-by-blow and said, you have 5 minutes to tell me the whole sordid story, and I know it sucks and I know it was awful, and I just want you to tell me the story. Can you imagine that if you were thinking about it, if you were focusing on it enough to tell me the blow-by-blow on that story, how would you begin to feel? How would you begin to feel? When we focus on it, and especially if it's unresolved, an unresolved situation, I have many audience members and many coaching clients tell me that they start to feel that tightness in their stomach. They start to feel that kind of uncomfortableness in their solar plexus. They start to feel a knot in their throat. They start to feel their hackles come up. They start to feel their blood pressure rise, okay? And so the thing is, that happened 5, 10, 20 years ago. It didn't really happen. You're imagining it, okay? The power of the imagination is that the part of the brain that takes care of imagining doesn't have a sense of time. It doesn't have a sense of calendar. What that means is that we can use it for our benefit, and that's why the tools for grounding that I expressed in earlier episodes and in some of the 2-minute resilience videos, that's why it works, is because we're going to use that hack. We're going to use that brain hack to help us to reset instantly. How are we going to do that? We're going to imagine something that has given us joy. We're going to imagine something that has love and acceptance and support and delight built into it, whatever that is. When you go into some of the 2-minute resilience episodes that I did, you're going to see that some of it is visual imagination. Some of it is auditory imagination. Some of it is tactile, you know, something that you touch and you really enjoy. And some of it is actually smell and taste, what we call olfactory and gustatory. Here's the secret and here's the trick. And I didn't mention it in the 2-minute resilience just because I forgot. But the secret and the trick is this. When you mix them all together, when you mix as many of your senses together in the imagination, it creates an even more powerful effect, an even more powerful reset, so that we can think more clearly, so that we can reset instantly between calls, between situations, between stressful meetings, between stressful encounters, professionally or personally, right? And so as we use our imagination to pull ourselves into a better place so that we can reset, now we can think. Now we can think. Now we can feel better faster so that we can do the task at hand more effectively, more efficiently, more comfortably, and maybe even have a little bit more fun doing it. Is that a very simple tool? Because really, we want to bring relevance to your life. How can you use this tool of imagining to create an instant reset? How can you use the tool that I talked about in the earlier episode to create a safer place for you to be able to do the next thing that you need to do? How can you ask radically resilient questions easier and faster? How can you use your imagination to be more comfortable, feel safer and more confident in your interactions, both professionally and personally? And how can you try using these tools more and more now to up your game, raise your happy, and get your life back? This is Anna Christina. Make sure to subscribe and hit the notification button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.